We have our panelists in the studio, but I'd like to start off with Mahesh Jethmalani, get a couple of questions with him before I open up the debate. Mahesh Jethmalani, my first question: You've pulled out this tweet of Shashi Tharoor from the year 2009, 26th of May 2009, where Shashi Tharoor himself has tweeted, and I quote, met old friend George Soros, upbeat about India and curious about our neighborhood. He's far more than an investor, a concerned world citizen. Does that prove the Congress alliance with George Soros?
Well, I mean, I don't know whether Shashi is talking about his personal friendship with Soros or whether he's speaking for the INC. So I'm not going to say anything on that. It's ambiguous, but certainly Shashi seems to be deeply attached to him and, sort of says he's curious about the neighborhood and he's a concerned world citizen. Rubbish, but, if you're an apologist for somebody and you have close links for him, that's the kind of rubbish you would spew.
We've been debating, the OCCRP/Congress/Deep State link for a few days now, Mr. Jethmalani. And what I found very interesting, and because you're on the subject of Shashi Tharoor, one more question linked to Shashi Tharoor, because I find it very interesting that the same Shashi Tharoor in 2021, in the year 2021, put out a tweet saying that the Covaxine has not yet had phase 3 trials. Approval was premature and could be dangerous. Dr. Harshvardhan should please clarify its use should be avoided till full trials are over. India can start with the AstraZeneca vaccine in the meantime. This was immediately after the OCCRP puts out a hit job on Bharat Biotech and Covaxine. So, the point I was trying to make is that you have Shashi Tharoor of the Congress party, you have the OCCRP, you have Soros linked to the OCCRP, and of course a hit job on India, right? Is there a pattern to these hit jobs?
Yes. I mean, now they're working in tandem, for God's sake. There's no doubt that Congress takes its, cues from the Soros and the OCCRP. There's no question about it. You look at it repeatedly. It's not just... And one of the prime guys is testing. I've been saying this for ages. Jairam Ramesh. I mean, what? Did he say anything about Sinovac? Sinovac turned out to be a complete failure. Shashi Tharoor never opened his mouth about it. Covaxin turned out to be a resounding success.
Yeah. And Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani, Devendra Fadnavis, he made a very interesting point. He gave a very, very, detailed interview to Republic TV. And one of the points he made was, I found it interesting because he made a mention of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. He said we have to investigate the groups linked to the Bharat Jodo Yatra. And I found it interesting that he said that. Do you see the links unraveling perhaps? I don't know, it's a question. You're sitting in Mumbai, maybe you know more.
Look, so much of the Congress agenda, right, which then became a question of contagion for the whole Indian alliance, right? I don't know whether they are the India alliance, whether they're, in hindsight now, they regret their alliance with it, because the entire agenda which they have has always been a copy and paste job of Soros' mouthings. It's just incredible. Every time he says, whether it's the Adani issue, the Pegasus issue, OCCRP is the Bhagavad Gita of the Congress party.
Yeah. Mr. Jethmalani, you have, in the past we've discussed some of these shady meetings. And the reason I call it shady is because we've been asking for details of it. Nobody knows the details, right? We remember discussing that pact with China. Remember when the first picture came out, and I think it was the year 2020? Till date, we don't know what was in that pact, right? From then until now, there are secret meetings. Of course, there was a reference to Uzbekistan when he went to Uzbekistan just before or after the elections, right? Now, there are details of these meetings coming out slowly. I'm coming straight to the point. Do you suspect that George Soros, who has pledged $1 billion, he pledged $1 billion to fight Modi?
Yes.
And people like Modi he hates. Do you suspect a part of that money has come to India?
I strongly suspect it. I mean, why? You mean the Congress party? Let's make that question more specific. That's where you're heading. Yes, there's strong reason to believe that either it's coming indirectly or directly to the Congress party. Certainly, many of the NGOs aligned with the Congress party have received funding. Devendra Fadnavis has said so. It should be investigated and brought out into the public domain. FIR should be filed. This is pure economic terrorism most of the time. This is undermining, our entire economy and various vital sectors of our economy. These NGOs, dabble in our environmental policy. They dabble in our pharma policies. They try to undermine it all the time, right? So anything which destabilizes our economy or sectors of our economy, and thereby, tend to undermine the economic sovereignty of the country, needs to be investigated. And the way that is done is done through funding. In the names of high-sounding, principles like climate change and so on and so forth. But in fact, it is funding to create fissures in our society and destabilize India. There is no doubt about it now. And Congress's copybook, right, is OCCRP's playbook.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Mahesh Jethmalani, for joining us on the burning question this evening. I'm going to open it up. I have in our studios right now Charu Pragya, national spokesperson of the BJP, Abhishek Sudhir. He's a political analyst. Harsh Dahiya also joining us in the studios. Professor Ganga Sahai Meena will be joining us. Okay, he's with us already. All right. He's a professor from JNU. I have Nikhil Jain, who's a political analyst. Ashutosh Mishra, senior journalist, first time in our studios. Thank you for joining us in our studio. I think Pankaj Sharma is also joining us live. Pankaj, if you're there, hi. Just missed mentioning you there. Yeah. Okay. Akhilesh Mishra, does this confirm? I mean, BJP, of course, I mean, they've linked everyone, right? They've said George Soros is linked to OCCRP, is linked to CCP, is linked to the Congress Party, is linked to Open Society Foundation, is linked to Rahul Gandhi. Does this make sense?
So, you're asking me?
Yes, of course, yes.
Yeah. So, the thing here is I'm reminded of a quote by a far-right US politician. He says conspiracy theories are feverish imaginings of lunatic fringe, writing all about idiocy. And that's what we are seeing here. They have nothing to say about the facts that have been put forward by either the Hindenburg Research or the FBI or the SEC. So now they are coming up with this boogeyman, and that's Soros. I was hearing to Mr. Jethmalani, he kept repeating that there is a link, there is a link, there is a link. What's the link? He had no facts to prove. So this is a fiction being created to hide and protect the only one person who is being targeted right now by Congress. Ek hai to safe hai. And who is that ek? We all know. Same thing, this attack on Bharat Jodo Yatra. Why are they attacking Bharat Jodo Yatra? Because this is the Yatra which has brought down Narendra Modi to 240 seats, where today he has to walk on the crutches of Naidu and Nitish Kumar. So what you have to do is malign them, throw this sort of black paint and hope that it sticks. And that's the whole game. Atkana, bhatkana, latkana is what BJP goes back to every time when it cannot question facts and it has no answer to the charges that have been put by either in India or outside India. So it hides behind this falsehood. You keep talking about deep state, deep state. What is deep state? In India, it would be the what calls itself the largest social organization, whose members have infiltrated judiciary, executive, and even media. And they try to, ever since independence, they have been trying to attack India's secularism and democracy. They have tried to undermine it, and they want their parent organization and its political face to be in power perpetually by hook or crook. And what you see is this attack is a part of that, when they have no answers to the problem of people of India or even to the charges that are made against them abroad.
Okay. Now you gave me a lecture on conspiracy theory, conspiracy theorists, and a few phrases to back that up. I'm going to only give you one quote. Coincidence is logical. And the reason why I say coincidence is logical is because it was George Soros backed OCCRP that came out with the Hindenburg report. It was Open Foundation backed NGO that went into the 2016 Rafale deal. it was George Soros-backed OCCRP that targeted Covaxin and Bharat Biotech. It was George Soros-backed OCCRP that has been consistently targeting the Modi government on different issues. I have some more issues, I'll come back to that. But Charu Pragya, it's too much of a coincidence, right? I mean, and for the first time, I have to say for the first time, I want to ask you, Charu Pragya, there are coincidences. Is this why the BJP stuck its neck out and there was an official comment, a tweet, a thread put out by the BJP officially, the world's largest party you call yourselves? You all have said US State Department is attacking Modi on record. You've said it on record. Do you mean it? And why did you stick your neck out and say that? Because it's a very, very, very serious allegation.
Thank you. Good evening. And good evening to all our viewers. Let me say one thing with a lot of responsibility. When the Bharatiya Janata Party makes a statement officially, it is not sticking his neck out, as you call it. It is making a statement because we know that everything that we have said in those series of tweets is 100% the truth, and we have verified it. Let's understand one thing. There is a foreign organization which is intent on destroying whatever India is trying to build. Let me give you an example. Every single issue which is picked up by the Indian opposition, especially Rahul Gandhi and company, before every single session of parliament is reported by the OCCRP.
Correct.
How can it be a coincidence, session after session after session? And I can go back and tell you all the sessions which have recently been washed out. The credit for that only goes to the OCCRP, which is whispering in Rahul Gandhi's ears, and then he makes a big show in parliament, stages a walkout, and sticks to that one statement, which is exactly what has been written in this foreign report. How can it be a coincidence? Pegasus, do you know where it originated from? You mentioned the Covaxin deal.
Yes.
Let me tell you, a certain incident happened in Brazil. Some orders were cancelled. That is not when the issue was raised by the Congress party. The order got cancelled. They didn't talk about it. They started talking about it only and only after the OCCRP reported it. And this is a two-way friendship. This is by no means a one-way friendship. When Rahul Gandhi is suspended for very obvious judicial reasons, who talks about it? It is the OCCRP. So whether it is Pegasus, whether it is Covaxin, whether it is Adani again and again, every single politician which is funded by the Soros network, which is intent on weakening India and slowing down India's rise, is a part of this. We are saying it because we want to put a stop to this. If we don't identify the problem and call it out, how will we put a stop to it? And can Rahul Gandhi actually give a statement and deny all these links with Soros? Can he deny all his links with foreign organizations, NGOs, etc., which send money to our country to make sure our country is destabilized every single time?
But let me ask you one thing. I mean, there are two parts to it. There's good news and bad news. Good news is you have... okay, let me get to the bad news. Bad news is, I mean, of course, you're going to, in whatever time is left of the Biden administration, you're going to break it down completely. Situation is going to be really bad with America, because I saw the Hindu. The US diplomats have spoken only to the Hindu. They have not spoken to anybody else. They haven't issued a statement, but they have told the Hindu that, you know, this is going to have possibly damaging effects on India-US relations if you did mean it officially. So it's not good between Modi and Biden in the next few months. Good news is that Elon Musk hates George Soros. and Trump hates George Soros, right? So there you I mean, you can balance it out. But you know why the Covaxin point is even more dangerous? You know why I mentioned it? Because AstraZeneca or Covishield said on record this year in May, between April and May, that there are side effects. They admitted it. In fact, let me tell you, they admitted in court after they faced 51 cases, right? Yeah. That they have side effects. They admitted to it. Right?
Do you remember Prime Minister Modi went and took a Covaxin only to bust this narrative? Do you remember that? It was so synchronized. And why are you waiting 2 months to talk about it? If you have your sources and your information, put them out for the nation to know. And if you don't, you are actually relying on a power which is entirely anti-India, and that makes you anti-India. This is something very serious.
So Covaxin was blacklisted by WHO? Please don't
And
mislead
who?
the people.
And who?
Don't mislead.
No.
Say that
One
Soros
minute.
runs WHO.
What is the credibility of WHO today?
WHO,
Come on, Akhilesh, today you're talking about WHO. What is the credibility of WHO when it comes to COVID?
Puppet organization of USG.
Please, you know where the money comes.
we've had-
And what is the credibility of WHO for COVID? Can you just tell me that?
Akhilesh ji.
Credibility is what BJP says.
Oh, they
Rest
claim
of the
COVID.
world is full of liars. Or
Can I- yeah.
payroll.
Can I-
This is ridiculous.
Can I 1 minute?
Indian-made vaccine. Are you not ashamed to be an Indian?
Are
you an Indian?
I
Are you
don't
ashamed
want
to
to
be an
take
Indian?
it from you.
Are you not
don't
proud?
mind
Are you not
this
ashamed?
standing with
I
someone
want the
who's
world to know
anti-Indian.
you should
Forget
be
that.
wrong.
But you're putting WHO.
I don't just because if there is some defect, I don't want to say
Take some
that
pride
it's
in
all
the
right.
fact that we made a vaccine. Take some pride in the fact we made a
You have to
vaccine.
take pride in the right things and accept
Like
when
your
you are
master,
wrong.
you are a traitor.
WHO,
too.
1 minute,
You are
1 minute.
a
Like
traitor
your
to the
master,
nation,
Rahul
you are a
Gandhi, you are a
traitor to the
traitor.
human
1 minute,
race.
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, one more, you know.
This is an indigenously made vaccine
I'll
with
make
the
You are a
ICMR.
traitor to
Have
human
some
race.
shame.
Okay,
You
one
have
second.
some
Problem
shame.
is you're traitors.
You are
One
a
minute, one
traitor.
minute.
You are a traitor.
Abhishek, 1 second. Akhilesh, 1 second. 1 minute,
You are a traitor.
1 minute,
You don't need your
1 minute,
certificate.
1 minute, please.
Traitors.
One
You are the
second.
traitor.
Akhilesh, please
You
don't
are the
respond.
traitor.
Don't
Be
respond, please.
ashamed of yourself.
You should
Abhishek,
be
1
ashamed
second.
of yourself. You don't know how to take
Abhishek, 1
facts.
second.
That is what a connect-
Abhishek, 1 minute.
He
1 minute.
does not have facts. so
This
he's
goes
bound to
beyond
argue
your
with it.
Okay, I'm going to talk
This is
facts.
about our
I'm going to talk
nation.
facts.
Have some
Abhishek,
shame.
I'm
should have shame
going to
and
talk
shut up.
facts. I'm going to talk facts. Okay, fine. Let's talk facts. And this is the last point I'm making on 1 minute.
Traitor, you are the traitor.
And please, this is very childish now. You know, you're calling him a traitor. What is this?
This is
What is this?
Indian
What is this ridiculous?
Come on, man. Come on, 1 minute.
Don't support me.
Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yes,
1 minute.
absolutely.
We're all fine.
Absolutely.
Okay. Did you take a vaccine made in India? Answer my question. Did you
did.
take a
I'm not
vaccine
going to answer
made in
your
India?
question.
I took a vaccine made in India.
Quiet.
Called
Stay quiet. You look
Called
fine.
Covishield.
Oh,
Which
so you want to take? You want
Sir,
to
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 sec. 1 sec. 1 sec.
You want to take
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Can we have a factual?
No.
Can we have a
Can I
factual
just
debate?
say one
1
thing,
minute.
Niranjan?
Can I want to bring it back. I want to bring it back. I want to bring it back.
This debate
I want to bring
is
it
not
back.
on
1 minute.
vaccine or pollution.
Why is he so worried about that?
1 minute.
He is what he's trying
The
to
point is
run
something
down
else.
scientific
Yeah.
facts.
No, sir, 1 minute.
Defending the country here.
1 second. Sir, nobody. Nikhil, nobody can hear. Don't do that. Akhilesh, don't respond. Don't respond. Akhilesh. 1 minute. Abhishek, 1 minute. Sir, please. Sir, please, Nikhil, 1 second. Nikhil, 1 second. Please,
पूरे देश को वैक्सीन प्लस
1 minute. 1 minute.
मिला है.
Charu, please, this is not fair. This is not fair. Wait.
No, I just
1 minute. 1 minute.
पूरे देश को फ्री में
Nikhil, I told you hold on, right? I told you to hold on, right? 1 second.
10 seconds.
Can we please debate on facts?
Yes,
Can we
and
debate on
that
facts?
is what I want
1
to
minute. 1 minute. First of all, we had a decent start. Please don't ruin the debate by calling each other's names and speaking over each other. Trust me, people just switch the channel when they hear this noise, and we don't want that, okay? 1 second. I just want to I want to bring it back to the subject. I'm making one last point. I wanted to make one last point on this, right? Let's not stick to vaccines. Vaccines was one aspect of it to prove the larger point. Okay, I'm bringing it back. Yes, Charu, 10 seconds and then I'm taking it forward.
The point was not vaccine. The point was a report of OCCRP which made a fuss, and this fuss was made by the Congress. See, whether it is the Kenya issue, whether it is the Pegasus issue, none of these issues existed till the OCCRP made it into an issue, put it on a piece of paper and fed it to Rahul Gandhi. That's my problem. There is an entire link. यहाँ पर कहानी बनाई जाती है, इनको सुनाई जाती है और ये इसको चीखते चिल्लाते हैं.
Can I ask him?
That's the problem.
Point taken. I'm taking that point forward. Nikhil, now her charge is either you are hired by Soros and OCCRP, either you are hired, which is the Congress party is hired by OCCRP or Soros, or you have hired OCCRP to do your bidding. Which way is it? I mean, what do you think is happening?
Either of the two ways.
Why not? Because it's matched.
Niranjan,
Nikhil,
we started out
okay,
with a
coincidence. Okay, I'm adding. Like I said, there is a coincidence, right? Rafale happened. You would believe the French media during Rafale, but you don't believe the French media now. It is the French media that has exposed the links.
Niranjan, there is
Right?
a reason I bring a laptop to a debate and note down every point that is being made so that I can respond.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
The
Go
start
ahead.
of the allegations is by Sambit Patra and by earlier BJP leaders claiming that the OCCRP
Yes.
and George Soros and his Open Society Foundation and the
Yes.
Congress Party and Rahul Gandhi are in a nexus to destabilize the Indian state. That is what we're talking about?
That was the allegation, yes.
That is the allegation, right? What are they basing their allegation on? On a 2 December 2024 report, 5,800 word page report by Mediapart, a French organization, which for your viewers I must also say, Mediapart also had reported a couple of years ago that Rafale deal concluded in India after bribery was done in India. I'm not going to get into the Rafale deal, I'm just merely telling it to your viewers. Now, in the Mediapart report of December 24 that the BJP is now using to claim a link with Rahul Gandhi, 5,800 words, not a single direct or indirect mention of Rahul Gandhi, Indian National Congress, leader of opposition or anything. What is the report titled? I have the report open in front of me. I'm going to read it for your viewers.
Yes.
The hidden links between a giant of investigative journalism and the US government.
Correct.
What the report talks about is that OCCRP, which is a collective of investigative journalists around the world,
Yes.
is majorly funded by the Open Society Foundation
Correct.
and by the US government.
Correct.
And there have been indiscretions on the part of OCCRP in not disclosing the fact that when they go ahead and call themselves an investigative journalist
What does that prove?
organization,
What does that
they're
prove?
taking funding from a particular country's government.
What does that
and
prove?
because of that, they're keeping mum on the issues in that particular country.
Yes,
It
correct.
has nothing to do with the Congress party. Now let me get to a certain remarks that were made about the Congress party.
Wait, I'll come there. Wait, let him know, Abhishek,
Feel the
wait.
need to interject
Okay,
when I
Nikhil,
talk.
go on. Nikhil, make your point. Wait.
It shows how much faith you have in your
Nikhil,
Now,
wait,
Mr.
wait,
Mahesh
Nikhil.
Jethmalani, Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani, an erudite senior at the bar, says there is no doubt about it, there is a nexus. Then please have the National Investigative Agency or the Central Bureau
Correct.
of Investigation
Correct.
or a police prove that nexus.
Yes.
Put Rahul Gandhi behind bars if there is indeed a nexus wherein he's
We are
taking part
demanding
to
the same.
destabilizing the country.
Wait.
You have the state
Wait.
investigate him, but you will not use the state to investigate. Why? Because only BJP can cook this up in their press conferences without an iota of proof for this. What you are trying to do is
I'll give
run
you the
away
proofs
from the
now.
fact
I'll give you the
that
proofs.
Adani
No,
and India
no.
is the same as what you think, but it is not.
1 minute.
Only capitalism is not going to work
1
in this
minute.
country when
It's
media-
not
Adani-
only capitalism.
Adani
when you are
becomes white
siding
vote
for
in
you.
Telangana.
Ek minute.
You are siding
One minute.
That is okay.
But when he works in national interest,
Nikhil, 1 minute.
Adani is not your enemy in
life.
when
Harsh.
but he
That is
becomes
what you're doing.
Nikhil, wait 1 second. Wait. No, 1 second. Buddy, listen. You
I
can't
want to
just.
go back.
1 second. It's not you're looking at your notes and you're giving a speech, yaar. Abhi ho gaya. 3 minute ho gaya abhi.
10 seconds.
Huh?
You had it 10 seconds.
Okay, sure.
On the Covaxin thing, the Brazilian regulator had rejected Covaxin. The WHO had problems. Multiple other regulators had
supporting
problems.
WHO.
That was reported. By Reuters. By
When
now,
the
Adani.
panelists-
No, 1 minute. No, I'm going to respond.
funded by US.
No, I'll tell you.
I'm not saying go-
No, Nikhil, 1 sec. Nikhil, first of all. Okay.
No, it was sarcastic.
One sec.
Don't be happy.
Wait.
I'll take it with your
Wait. Arey, Harsh, 1 minute. Harsh, 1 minute. No. I'll tell you why.
Rahul Gandhi.
No, 1 minute. Harsh, 1 minute, yaar. Harsh, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Harsh,
Nikhil,
Rahul Gandhi,
see, you spoke. See, I have 2 or 3 panelists who haven't spoken. Just 1 second. Let everybody get their turn, and then we will open this up. Okay. Point number 1. You just admitted that you believed the French media and Mediapart when they did Rafale and Pegasus, but you don't trust them today.
I did not say that.
Of course, that's what you just meant. That's what you just said. No, 1 second. No, 1 second. Now, listen. I mean, what do I say? I mean, where do I start? I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused because you guys, before every parliament, brought these reports, waved these reports. Right? In Parliament. You're still waving that report, right? You're the biggest hypocrite, man.
No,
I'll tell you.
December 24 report.
You are the biggest hypocrite because
Waving the December 24.
I'll tell you, you have just admitted on the debate.
I said this report is correct.
1 second. You are correct. You're saying that report is correct. And let me tell you, the media part has said that 53% of the funding came from the US government.
Yeah.
Nearly 1 billion by George Soros. By default, he has admitted that Congress party held US State Department and George Soros backed reports, funded reports in Indian Parliament. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Is that the charge? Is that the charge?
Absolutely.
Yeah, one second. 1 minute.
Have you lost it?
1 minute. No, wait.
Hold on.
Harsh.
Republic is funded by somebody.
Nikhil.
NDTV is funded by somebody.
Yes,
Who is
Niranjan, just
funded by
1 minute.
somebody. So what should politicians in parliament do? Bring out BJP press releases. Obviously, every
So
media
you will take
organization
funding
has a
from a
funding
foreign
bank.
government. That's
It's not
okay.
about. Congress is not taking funding from a foreign organization.
You are
You're a
using
lawyer.
reports that
You're
are
a lawyer. You
funded by
understand what
a foreign
defamation is. No,
government.
what you're doing right
You are
now is
using
defamation.
reports that have
When
been
you're
funded by
waving,
a
when
foreign
you're
government.
waving
are
reports
using
funded
reports
by
by
USAID, when you're waving reports funded by George Soros, what else are you doing? You're proving a point, Nikhil. You're proving a point here.
More than half
दूरदर्शन की रिपोर्ट उठाना गलत है दूरदर्शन की रिपोर्ट उठाना गलत है
on the floor of parliament.
What are you talking about?
Nikhil, I'll answer your questions.
What definition of treason are you
Niranjan,
talking about?
No, 1 minute. He said he used.
not sure
No,
what
he
definition
mentioned. 1 minute. He mentioned Republic. I'm going to 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. He mentioned. No. 1 minute. He mentioned Republic. 1 second. Wait.
We didn't interrupt you when you.
No. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
We didn't interrupt you.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. He mentioned Republic. Let me tell you.
And NDTV.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. He mentioned Republic. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 minute. 1 minute.
No longer there.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. See. You can't even talk about Republic. Don't even try talking about Republic, okay? Because when we do investigative reports, right? Even the opposition does a news conference. Only BJP doesn't do a news conference. Even opposition does a news conference, okay? So please don't give us lectures about journalism.
What I'm saying? No, I'm not giving you a lecture on journalism.
No.
Precisely what I'm saying.
I sensed that you were trying to make a,
that was not attack on Republic. I merely stated
Don't
that
even try.
No, just because a media organization has funding from a corporate house or from a government or from an NGO, that is not to say that organization cannot be trusted. Whether it can be trusted or cannot be trusted has to be tested with its journalism.
You are OCCRP spokesperson now. You're defending them.
Heaven's sake, that's...
He has the right to defend
common
the
sense
Congress party. He's
spokesperson
defending the Congress person. He is defending the Congress. Okay, let me get in Professor Meena. Professor Meena, you've been listening to all this, right? Now, Professor Meena, is it? See, I'm looking at some more U.S. Department-funded projects for OCCRP. U.S. Department of State funded OCCRP for projects on Russia and other countries. Between 2019 and 2023, they gave $1.7 million, right, for different projects in Russia, China, Central Asia, right? Look at why the U.S. aid has been used. U.S. aid has the veto on appointment on key personnel on the OCCRP. They control the OCCRP. 70% of the OCCRP budget was provided by U.S. agencies. Now, I have all these facts. Now, essentially, what they are saying is that there are direct links and there are, there are tweets, there are meetings that have been held, there are people who are linked to Open Society foundations, right, Professor Meena, who are hobnobbing with leaders of the opposition. Now, these are facts. Now, if you make a chart, right, and you plot it on a chart and connect the dots, right? The dots are clear. I mean, they are connected. They are in conversation. Let's say they are in conversation. I won't say they're connected, but they are in conversation. That is what the BJP is saying, that they are in conversation. People of the OCCRP and George Soros linked companies and George Soros himself are in conversation or connected to the Congress in some way. So how is what the BJP is saying wrong?
Actually, we should think about the timing. I think this issue came because to distract people from some important issues, like the main issue is about Adani and another issue about the farmers' protest. And whenever some issue comes and government cannot respond on that issue, then they bring some issue from like this, and it will not go for some conclusion. Suppose Rahul Gandhi or some other Prasashi Tharoor or some Salil, if they are traitors, then why don't the government put them in the jail? If some $1 billion came here, then where is those $1 billion? Where is our agencies, what they are doing? Why can't we find that money?
That's a valid question. It's a valid question. Abhishek Sudhir, you should think it should be investigated?
Of course, it will be investigated. At the end of the day, my friend Nikhil here, now Nikhil, don't interrupt, I'll let you speak. My friend Nikhil says the OCCRP is a discredited organization, or he doesn't say it. He says 53% of the funding of an organization comes from a foreign government.
Sorry, 70%.
70%, is it? 70%. 70% of the funding comes from the government of a foreign country. We have the leader of the opposition in India who uses reports from that organization, 70% of which is funded by a foreign country, and he waves those reports on the floor of parliament. This is foreign interference in India's democracy. Let's look at Rahul Gandhi's meeting with Ilhan Omar. Nikhil Jain is a well-read gentleman. Nikhil Jain knows who Ilhan Omar is. Ilhan Omar visited Imran Khan in Pakistan. Ilhan Omar went to Pakistan, I didn't interrupt, Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and she called for the freedom of the Kashmiris from India, and Rahul Gandhi sits down with Ilhan Omar, meets with Ilhan Omar, who happens to be another favorite, let me tell you, of George Soros, basically. Every time Rahul Gandhi visits the United States, it's like, a spy who goes back to his home country. Right? Rahul Gandhi has been recruited by the US deep state. I'm very glad that the Bharatiya Janata Party has officially confirmed it. This dullard we call the leader of opposition, who wears a t-shirt to parliament, who has no respect for our traditions, who again, every time they lose in Haryana and Maharashtra, it was the EVMs. When their stunning victory of 99 seats in the 2024 Lok Sabha, where they couldn't even get 3 figures, mind you, they have not got 240 seats in 3 general elections put together. You've not got as much as BJP in this election alone. You cast aspersions and doubts on the EVM. The Indian people keep rejecting your assertions. They give over 200 seats. They've given over 200 seats in Maharashtra to the ruling alliance. Have some shame. All right, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're traitors, you're treasonous. EVMs. You don't believe the Supreme Court of India? Do you believe the Supreme Court of India?
Come on, no.
The Supreme Court of India has examined EVMs.
Let's not make things.
They have looked at this Adani issue.
Forget about EVMs. Forget about Adani.
The
Answer me on this. Answer me on this. That's the report. That's the report that you're waving today. Where does it mention?
Let me ask the gentleman from JNU. Has the Congress not engaged with crony capitalism?
Where does it mention?
Has the Congress not had its
Where does it mention the Congress?
Don't forget about Ramnath Goenka. Don't forget about Ramnath Goenka and what he exposed. Indira Gandhi was the head of the license Raj.
That you are selling this country to Adani. That is what the fact is.
That is what you want to run away from.
That is what you run away from.
The people have rejected it. You can't even get 3 triple numbers. What, 99 seats? Shame on you. 99 seats. You think the Adani issue got you 99 seats
in Maharashtra? How many seats did you get in Maharashtra in Lok Sabha?
Yeah, one second. 1 minute. 1 minute.
No,
1 minute.
Come back to the present, Nikhil. Come back to the present.
seats.
I want to go to 1 minute. 1 minute. One of our
Stop doing
colleagues.
the bidding of the straight.
So one of our.
Looks like a traitor, dresses like a traitor.
1 second.
You know,
Looks like a traitor, dresses like a traitor, talks like a traitor, thinks like a
Hold on. Half your studio is a traitor right now because I can see a lot of them wearing t-shirts. Wearing a t-shirt is a traitor.
Hello, bye.
Nikhil, what is the level of your debate today? This discourse can't fall any lower.
Like a traitor. Rahul Gandhi dresses like a traitor because he wears a t-shirt.
Guys, can we get serious? Can we get a 1 minute? 1 minute. Can we get serious? Guys, he spoke about dressing in Parliament. 1 minute. 1 second.
You see how he behaved?
Can we 1 minute? Can we 1 minute, please?
You cannot be screaming at the top of your lungs non-stop. Let me tell you.
I need to
put together the last 10 sessions of our parliament. 10. And I'm being very generous. It's more. You have derailed each and every one of them on a non-issue. A non-issue which is being kicked out.
Your permission. Charu. 1 minute. Nikhil, 1 second. 1 second. 1 minute. See, Pankaj hasn't
The whole
spoken.
parliament spoke about it. You chose to walk out.
1 minute.
Your problem.
Do you condemn the
You spoke about it.
Abhishek.
What does he say?
Abhishek.
Has he said protect people in Bangladesh?
Yeah.
Give me the statement. Give me the date. Open your laptop. Use your laptop and tell me when.
Yeah, okay. While he does that. Abhishek. Charu.
Prime Minister spoke.
Do it. I'm talking to Pankaj.
Please, we are waiting.
1 second. You're letting him get away. Stay quiet. Let him search. Arey bhai, search karo na yaar. Pankaj hasn't spoken.
But I want the laptop if he hasn't said.
Can you please, Pankaj, Nikhil, can you stay quiet and search? Stay quiet and search. Stay quiet. I need to go to Pankaj. Stay quiet. Wait, I need to go to Pankaj. Pankaj was on the debate the other day.
He's not forgotten.
1 minute. Charu, wait. Pankaj is feeling left out, yeah. He's the only one outside the studio. 1 minute. Pankaj, see. Pankaj, you've been a journalist in the past, right? Before, dabbling with politics, you've been a journalist in the past. As a journalist, see, the view is OCCRP is the paragon of investigative journalism, right? Largely funded by the US government. Now, I have a question for you. I would have expected the OCCRP, for example, to investigate one of the world's biggest scandals, that of Hunter Biden. Son of Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, getting a commission/kickback from Burisma, right? A Ukrainian gas company that wanted to arrange a meeting with Joe Biden, right? And lobby to get somebody kicked out to cover up corruption, right? That is the kind of story you expect the OCCRP, the paragon of investigative journalism, to investigate. Sadly, how will they do it? Pankaj Sharma ji, do you expect them to do it when they're getting 70% of their funding from Biden?
OCCRP should also investigate, Trump's relatives. Yes,
that they will. I'm asking about Hunter Biden.
Biden also and Trump also. Trump also has given, and he has appointed him the ambassador in France. So if Soros Open Society Foundation funds the OCCRP, does the USAID, so does the European Union, so does United Kingdom's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, so does the Ministry of Europe and Foreign Affairs of France. USAID was established in 1961 by Kennedy. So you are saying all the 9-10 US presidents who came after Kennedy, including Nixon, Reagan, Senior Bush, Junior Bush, Trump, all Republicans, have been laying plans to disrupt, sabotage us. They were sabotaging us. We kept chanting George Soros, and Rahul Gandhi's things with him. Farcical. So everyone knows that it is mysterious, Turkish attempt, even Rahul and the Congress party. There are evidences that Soros is conspiring to destabilize India, and Rahul is very close in all this. Text before the nation. If a JPC inquiry on this.
JPC?
Legal action against Rahul.
Do you know what a JPC is?
It's very hilarious to listen to some persons.
Yeah.
Till a few months back.
Little bit of an audio. There's a Pankaj ji, just in the last 10 seconds, your audio is a little choppy. Your audio is choppy. Last 10 seconds, we lost you because your audio is choppy. I'll just fix that.
Niranjan, I have a straight question.
Akhilesh, you want to come in?
Supporting Rahul Gandhi today.
Quickly, and then Akhilesh.
Very simple question is, can you tell me one thing that he's harping on about, the source of which information is not Soros funded? Can you tell me that? How is it possible that session after session, every issue he picks up, and every issue he harps on about, which is thrown out by our Supreme Court, by the way, after due investigation and consideration, is funded by George Soros? Every single time you repeat that same statement, we go to court because we are fair here. Why don't you move to court? Why must you cry in parliament and waste the country's time and the country's money? Move to parliament. Now, if something bothers you, suppose it's the Adani issue. There are thousands of businessmen in India. You have a bone to pick with any of them. Go to the court.
Let me throw it back at you. Why don't you all use these terms like economic terrorism, and you all have been saying George Soros. Why don't you investigate it?
I'll tell you why. I have the facts.
He's the BJP spokesperson. No, you're not yet the BJP spokesperson.
No, I'll tell you why. First of all, now, if any wealth creator, job creator in our country is getting into any government contract, do you think that is not investigated? Do you think this government is only the central government or BJP-ruled state governments? Do you think the state of Chhattisgarh under Baghel, state of Rajasthan under Gehlot, state of Telangana currently is not signing all these MOUs? You know, Adani actually
investigation into economic terror, as mentioned by Mahesh Jethmalani. Will your government probe alleged George Soros Congress link?
See, I'll tell you the problem. of the Congress, and if the government decides to do something like that, that is great. I am a spokesperson for my party.
Should the government?
Well, I think every single thing that the opposition is talking about today, I'll give you examples. Like start from Rafale. Do you think it is not investigated and checked sufficiently if the Supreme Court is speaking about it? Do you think the Pegasus was not checked sufficiently? You were asked to give your mobile phones. What did you do? You went crying to the media. You went crying to Parliament. You could not cooperate with the investigation. You do not have the courage to stand up when you're supposed to stand up, and that is the problem. 10 sessions of Parliament, I'm being generous. You wasted more than that. That is a fact. You have a problem, go to court. When the court makes a statement, you still go on about it, because that is you just showing you do not even respect the institutions of this country. Any bit of respect you have is for money which is coming from foreign.
Can I make? Yeah. Okay. Can I add one point? Yeah. And then I'll toss it to you. As a journalist,
काम दिया था 100 करोड़ का अदानी ने आपकी सरकार को, पहले ले लिया फिर डर के
You're right. Charu. Sir, they have a point. I mentioned the coincidence. Now I'm adding one more coincidence. This is Fadnavis also said that Bharat Jodo Yatra mein all the linked organizations, we're going to investigate them. He said it, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Now I have in front of me, and I will show it to you because, I don't want to show the rest of it, the details, right? I'm going to show this to you so that you can give me the response. I'm going to read it out also.
Just read it out.
Yeah. It says, the headline here says, George Soros funded Open Society Foundation's VP Salil Shetty walked with Rahul Gandhi in Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Yes. Oh, I should have said.
Correct? We speak about coincidence. We speak about coincidence, and then you have this. Right?
So first, let me call out BJP. You should remember, she was talking about Pegasus.
Yeah.
And in Pegasus, what did the panel say? That the government, Modi government, did not cooperate with it. So they should stop crying wolf about that. Their own government did not cooperate with the panel.
Who are you quoting?
Okay.
Can you give us the source of this statement?
Which panel?
Give us the source.
I'm doing a live fact check.
They are unaware of facts. They are unaware of facts. We cannot keep on updating them. We cannot keep updating them. They are so ill-informed. They are so ill-informed.
So by the way, I just want to tell you as a journalist, sir, a fact check, Pegasus, I think 20 or 29, I've just been told 29. 29 phones were checked, none of them were found to have Pegasus.
Yeah, because only 29. I am talking about what the panel said, which was checking those phones.
Correct.
That the government itself, Modi government itself, did not cooperate with them. So expecting everyone.
Supreme Court, 25th August 2022, Indian Express report. I am corroborating what you said.
So number one, they are so informed. They are so afraid of Rahul Gandhi, who has got just
Times report.
They keep abusing them because they know what he can do.
What
so
can
they are
he do?
abusing.
99 seats.
240 and
रोज राहुल गांधी पे प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करते हो, कुछ कर नहीं सकते.
Coming back to
लोग बैठे हो तो ला रहे हो.
1 minute. Abhishek. Yeah, Nikhil. Let Akhilesh complete his point. No, he's been waiting. Ashutosh. Yes.
So what we were talking about are the facts. You were talking about a person joining the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Was there some restriction on who could or who could not? Everyone was. It was a Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Sir, they're almost holding hands, sir.
So Bharat Jodo Yatra.
So they're almost holding hands. 1 minute. I'm playing that visual. 1 minute. Charu, wait. Charu, we have a point. 1 minute. Charu, we are on the point. Can we play that visual of Bharat Jodo Yatra when he was marching?
Doesn't look like a random person.
So look at that. That is not anybody, sir. Look at that. That visual. That is not anybody.
Even Medha Phatkar.
That is not anybody.
Okay. Even
I'm only saying that's not anybody. And they just didn't turn up there.
Niranjan, even Medha Phatkar was there.
I'm coming to next.
They will abuse Medha Phatkar also. So that is another matter. Whom they like or whom they don't like doesn't matter.
There's no space for abuse here.
Everybody was welcome.
Yes.
Everybody was welcome. And every Indian.
George Soros also was welcome.
Every Indian is as nationalist or I mean he's pro-India as any of the people on the other side. So the problem here is
1 minute. Abhishek, 1 minute. Let him, Abhishek, he loses his thought. Let complete his point.
The problem here is that Ilhan Omar met Rahul Gandhi in a delegation, and he thinks that.
Sir, she was in POK, sir. Ilhan Omar went to POK to Middle India, sir.
Yeah. We are talking about the US visit,
correct,
where she met. and to say that you don't meet your people who are against you, then it's like saying that Modi should not meet Xi Jinping. Modi is the man who said that there has been no Chinese intrusion.
Okay, I want to go to Professor Meena. Professor Meena.
On television,
Professor Meena.
Humiliated India.
No, Professor Meena. No. Like I said. No, Professor Meena and Mohit Dahiya. They haven't barely spoken. Harsh Dahiya, sorry. Professor Meena.
From that Salil Shetty, if he is a traitor, like everybody is saying.
No, who's called a nobody? Sorry, see, don't attribute these reasons. Nobody's called him a traitor. Yeah.
Means if they are doing anything against our country, then they're traitors.
If you're Indian and you're working against India, you just said nobody called you a traitor. If you're Indian and you're working against India, you're a traitor.
If the shoe fits, why will we?
Boss, he's an advocate. Let him fight his own case.
No.
He's an advocate. Let him fight. You're an advocate, no, boss.
Then why
please let him fight his own case in court. Yeah, Professor Meena.
Our investigation agencies are much capable. If he is a traitor, why he is not in the jail? I am surprised then when people ask some questions about one industrialist.
Umar Khalid is in jail. You're happy without a conviction, without trial. Without supporting Umar Khalid. Oh, Ilhan Omar. What is common between
Nikhil, you know the trial process. You are an advocate yourself. You know the trial process. The trial will take time.
I don't understand why.
There is sufficient proof. That's why he's not getting bail. Because there is sufficient proof. He's not getting bail, right?
Let's not get sidetracked. No sideline. You just defended Umar Khalid. Sidetrack. टुकड़े gang leader. BJP join करने के बाद आंखों पे पट्टा है, कान पे गाए.
No, why?
I never said sideline. I said.
Yeah, Professor Meena, quick, give him 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds, Professor Meena.
This democracy is for the people. I am not able to understand why one party get upset when people ask question with a industrialist. Like any other industrialist, we can question everybody. It is democracy.
You're not questioning.
No, 1 minute. Can I? No, I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask.
Yes, ask the questions.
Indira Gandhi was the architect of Tony Kaplan.
I'm going to take this point forward. 1 minute. Professor Meena. Wait.
Is Narendra Modi in the conference?
Professor Meena. Professor Meena. Professor Meena. 1 minute.
Professor, make your point so I can respond.
That Indira Gandhi you're talking about. That Indira Gandhi whose bank nationalization helps put money in the hands of poor people in the country.
Oh my God.
That made rural banking a reality.
Listen, Rahul Gandhi is sending you to Rajya Sabha. Now take a chill pill and let us speak on facts. Right?
No, 1 minute. No, he made a...
Again and again we are talking about Salil. He is getting his salary from Soros, one thing.
Correct.
Second thing, in the Bharat Jodo Yatra, do you think he's walking like a normal character?
Go back to those pictures.
He's walking like a best buddy.
He just didn't turn up. He's a
VVIP of that Yatra. Are you trying to pretend that there is no link between the two? That's what I'm asking you. Take a look. Now the second thing is, Professor said that investigation, etc. Tell me something, there would be maybe thousands of businessmen who are investigated for all kinds of things. Are you disrupting parliament session after session after session, taking one single name when your own governments are making money off that name?
No, but you are also not doing
1 minute. Well, you're right. You know what? I think, you know what happens is, I remember historically that at least for the last 12, 13 years, when after Modi came to power and even before Modi came to power, historically you'll have raised these issues, but these issues have never seen the light of day, right? Like, it's never reached a logical conclusion, Charul Pragya, and that is my problem. See, because I still remember before Modi became the Prime Minister, right, so many news conferences about Vadra Gate, about Robert Vadra. What happened to that?
2G scam.
1 minute. I'm not talking about 2G scam. Vadra Gate. No, you agree. Vadra Gate happened. I mean, you all held news conference, you all said Damar Gate, Vadra Gate, all of that, right? Yes. Problem is, I agree with you that there is a pattern to this. Like, you know, for example, that's the visual of Open Society guy, right? Open Society Foundation's VP, Salil Shetty, walking with Rahul Gandhi. That's a direct link. You will say there is George Soros's firm, boy walking with... Correct, okay. Now, secondly, there is a tweet, Shashi Tharoor or whoever, Congress leaders saying Soros is a friend, etc. And then there's a meeting between people linked to Open Society Foundation, meeting people from the Congress party. And then there is a visual proof of Bharat Jodo Yatra and people from Open Society marching. And then there is a, OCCRP, Soros, US State Department targeting Adani, OCCRP, George Soros, Congress, US State Department with the Hindenburg report, with the Pegasus report, with the Rafale report, and then you have media part and coaxium, of course, and then media. See, there is too much.
Department indictment.
It is too obvious on the face of it. And my point is, at the end of it, and Harsh has spoken the least. I'll just give you 30 seconds, Harsh. I feel as a journalist, it's time that if the BJP makes an allegation, it takes it to the logical conclusion.
Yes.
Right, Harsh? Do you agree? That should happen. Do you think it will happen?
I'm also
Definitely. See,
it should become.
It should be. Yeah, Harsh.
See, Niranjan, what happened? My dear friend over here called Soros a boogeyman. That, BJP has got this boogeyman out of the box now and trying to scare people. Let me tell you about the boogeyman. He's behind staged revolutions in Georgia and Ukraine. Mind you, I can keep on speaking about this for next 20 minutes, but I'm going to wrap up in 30 seconds. So I'm keeping it short. His initiatives are banned in Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, fined in Belarus, banned in Russia, labeled as enemy of state by the Hungarian government, where he was born. Just wait. Stop defending him. March 2017, six US senators wrote letter to Secretary of State Rex Tillerson to investigate grants given by State Department, US State Department, mind you, and US aid to groups funded by the left-wing Soros NGOs.
All Republican senators.
I'll tell you.
Now, see, one second, I'm running out of time.
You talked about 6-7 countries, all of them are dictatorships.
USAID gave $5 million US dollars. USAID gave $5 million US dollars.
I'm running out of time.
George Soros Open Society in Macedonia.
Yeah, I'm running out of time. Pankaj Sharma. No. Pankaj, you can end with that. Pankaj Sharma, 10 seconds. He's barely spoken. Yeah, 1 second. Pankaj Sharma, do you think the BJP must investigate? Yes or no?
Yeah. Why not? Let them investigate about Sahil Shetty. If he worked with Rahul Gandhi, many hundreds of prominent writers, artists, other people, actors joined Rahul's Bharat Jodo Yatra. So they all are traitors. They all are anti-nationals. Those who are dividing our nation by polarizing our society are nationalists. So nationalism has a new definition in the days of Amrit Khan.
Okay.
Ram Rawat, Rajan also worked with
yeah, but I won't even go there. But okay, last 10 seconds. 10 seconds, Nikhil. 10 seconds, Nikhil. 10 seconds, Nikhil. Jaldi. Complete.
Hindustan Times report, 12th September 2024. Speaking at a National Press Club event, leader of opposition of India, Rahul Gandhi, on Bangladesh, he says there are concerns in India about extremist elements in Bangladesh. We share those concerns. We are against any type of violence. We want it to stop. It's the responsibility of the Bangladeshi government. From our side, it's the responsibility of our government.
Has he used the word Hindu even once?
Why does he have to?
He doesn't have to.
Why does he have to?
This is the same
Why do you have to use the word Muslim everywhere?
Run out of time. I think we need a larger debate. We need, I think, 2 hours. 1 minute. We need a larger debate. I promise you we'll do that again, like we did the Sunday debate. We'll do that. Okay, thank you very much, Professor Meena, Nikhil, Ashutosh ji, Abhishek, Harsh, and Charu Pragya, and Pankaj. Thank you for joining us on The Burning Question. We get a feeling that this story is going to be the big headline to watch out for in the weeks and months to come. Thanks for watching.